Galvan there.
I don't know. It's one of those things where I haven't been playing or commentating quite as much since like around the time Galvan came out, probably a little earlier. Obviously, like I do these, but I don't know. Winair do I think will be better than Galvanair? I don't know which one I'm willing to like actively lay down my opinion on, because the ones that come to mind for me are like the fire character Nairs, especially. Maybe like Fleet Nair. I think Fleet Nair is insane.
I feel like Fleet Nair is good, but for me, for Galvan, it's like it's such a good get off me tool. Add a shield. It's really good at continuing combos. It's pretty good at killing as well if you need to. It's really good at leading into other things. And because of how big Galvan is, it's what makes that move such a good one as well. The problem is that it's stuck on Galvan.
Yeah,
that's like the only bad part about it.
There's some fairness to that, yeah. Also, precisely 8 horses won that set. So a verse 3-0, and that means more Wrastor. So we could even see a Wrastor mirror coming after this set, just depending on how this goes. These two are the 2 and 3 seed of the tournament as well, playing slightly earlier than you might expect. And Magma has a pretty solid win record on lore. These two have played in a lot of R2AS brackets, so a lot of chances for them to build up a bit of a small rivalry.
You gotta reset the stream.
Well, I do have to reset the stream. In that time, Lore took the first stock, by the way.
I watched with a small delay. Galvan's pretty explosive, and
yeah.
Especially against Wrastor, like where if you get the advantage state starting, Galvan does not want to play the game and will not be able to play the game. But in this case, if you get stuck into a few little like Galvan shenanigans, then it becomes really difficult. But if we're not gonna tech that one, then it's gonna go ahead and be a nice little stock recovery for Magma.
Yeah. Certainly the type of way you want to get yourself back into this game, because the percents are just about even, albeit with this weight disparity. You really want to have Wrastor in the lead in these sets.
Oh, like that, you're just getting hit with so many moves. And being able to set up a drill. Fun fact for everyone, if you don't know it, if you fully charge up your strong attack with Galvan, it will not consume a galvanized charge, or if you don't have a galvanized charge, it will not consume it. You won't need to have it to deploy a drill.
Yeah.
It's a fun fact.
It's one of those weird things where I don't know how often it's actually useful, but it is cool.
I think it's very useful. Like, you take a stock, or like if you know you're going to, then having the time to just set up a free drill on the corner of a stage, so then when your opponent comes off from the Angel platform, they have to take it where they're like, hey, do I want to try to use my invulnerability frames to hit my opponent, or am I going to waste time getting rid of these tools that could be a future problem for me?
It's true. Basically the reverse of what we saw earlier is Magma took another stock with the downstrong, and then Lord is able to respond with that fair quite quickly.
Oh yeah. And lots of pressure going out there and catching the DI as well. This is the problem. All of a sudden, the drills are being set up. So plenty of damage, not the biggest reward. But when you're boxing against Galvan like this, up close and personal, this dinosaur is going to make you pay for it. Look at that fair and caught it!
God, dude. That was insanely deep from Lord, but taking full advantage of Galvan's platform. That's one of the things that I think I've been noticing over time, is that it feels like there's been a lot more, like, pushing what Galvan can do off stage with the platform.
Because you have to.
Yeah, like, it's one of those things that I first saw the character and I'm like, okay, that's funny, but it seems like kind of a gimmick. But no, like, Galvan's have been proving it is extremely a strong tool, despite its, inherent limitations being a galvanized mechanic.
Yeah, it's like you can utilize it up there because the galvanized mechanic for this one is purposely done so that Galvan won't be able to get like won't be able to like get like a hit and then say like, hey, I will just never consume this charge. I'm only going to use it for uppy, and nice little trade in the meantime for Magma to try to get it out there, and then Galvan becomes a super lame character.
Yeah.
But because of the hit, and you can lose it by instantly getting hit as well, it's a feast or famine. When Galvan's in the advantage state, it can be suffocating, as well as how many times this character can really get on top of you. And then when you're off stage, you see the platform being developed, and all of a sudden you have to think about so many different things.
Magma did not grab ledge there. That is very unfortunate. I forget, does NATO have like a slightly smaller ledge grab hitbox than the uppy? I think it does.
I think it does, and we kind of saw the problem of it rearing its very. Oh my god, what?
I think Lord has lost literally every single one of these stocks off the bottom so far.
Yeah, and that was like, that felt toxic. It just felt like the game was like, or in this case, I'm just like, oh, you're so close to being able to tech. If you just held in just a tiny bit more, you maybe be able to bounce off the wall, but that's not happening.
It's tough. I mean, even with the buffs Galvan's gotten, you know, his recovery is still a bit of a pain point, and I like that Magma's been able to identify that and really, like, push that aspect of the matchup. Oh my goodness. That was a crazy down B too.
No. If that was horses, that would have been the neutral B. That might have killed. Scraw! Stay alive, though. And remember, side B is on a timer. You can just utilize it again, as we're starting to see. Oh, and missing the waveland, we're missing the up B. Hold on, this is a chance.
Yeah, doing that last stock's a little bit scary, but some rough DI on that Nair is gonna even out the set 1-1.
Yeah, too easy.
You saw what I was talking about, though, right? Because Lord was able to set up 2 free drills, right? And then Magma had to make a choice. Do I want to get rid of this drill now, or do I want to keep pushing my advantage state? And then made the choice of pushing the advantage state, and it almost backfired because only 1 drill was able to get out there. And if Lord was able to just get out of that state without taking too many hits, it would have led to disaster. That's kind of the trade-off. And I feel like Galvan really needs to force opponents to do so, because Galvan is big enough and heavy enough to, you know, take these trades and run with them. But there needs to be some kind of pressure point, and I feel like that's the way that drills have been able to utilize.
Right.
Ooh.
Gotta say, I'm liking this pick quite a bit. We've been seeing a lot of small stages this set. This one is slightly bigger, but it is going to kind of continue that trend of having platforms for Galvan to use. Might see some pretty gnarly ladder combos from like both players here.
Oh yeah. And the side B, not holding onto that shield long enough, so hold on, great dare afterwards, and we're missing these wavelands on the platforms, which is really unfortunate there. But once again, see? It stalled enough time where Magma is just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this drill out instead, because Lord is not gonna be able to get touched at all from just kind of consistently running away, and I do not want to deal with that later on.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's 2 fairs right there, and
Oh
that
my
is
god.
so much charge. Wrastor not so late to die to that, but it was a close call.
Also, keep in mind as well, for the drills. Ooh, great chase down by Magma Boy. But also, those drills cannot be taken out by Wrastor side B. That's a very important thing to note.
Yeah. Ooh, good recognition on the parry there.
Yeah, I messed that up to this day. Not gonna lie.
I do too.
We're only human after all. Ooh.
Scary side Bs here. Good jump cancel. The jump cancel on that move is so weird.
It's really good. Oh, I'm not ready to tech. I don't think I was either. It was a really awkward backwards hitbox that kind of scooped you into the wall.
God, I was trying to parry that one too. So close, but
oh my god! Oh my god!
it just doesn't matter. Oh, another reverse fair. That one, much to Lord's detriment. There you go. That's the word.
Lord's displeasure. And being able to utilize these platforms again and again, and deploying, you know, one of their own. This has gotten really rough for Magma to deal with, and every stock, right? At this point.
I think there was like one. There might have been like one from a clap, but it's mostly been down. All right. Lord going up to set point here.
Yeah, let's put in work.
Yeah. I think it's been... It feels like so much of it is a matter of Magma is, by all accounts, playing very well, but he's just getting caught out by, like, one too many fairs each game. And, you know, still did manage to win that game, too. But, like, these have all gone very much down to the wire.
The advantage state we're seeing from Lord, especially how many hits like they're comboing together, is like what Magma Boy needs to start doing. Like we're not seeing the huge amount of like up air strings, and that's because Lord has been playing so well, staying grounded, and just observing that. Like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just try not to get hit with like a straight aerial because I know it can happen. And when it happens, the DI has been very on point.
Yeah, Magma not quite able to finish his food there. Comes close, but... have to see here, will this be it? No. It's doing a solid job of, like, finding openings here, but...
And Magma Boy is getting devastated by the lingering hitboxes of back air and fair. Just not, like, is like trying to, like, kind of brute force through it, but doesn't, is just needs to find, Oh, no wall jump?
Huh. Yeah, tragic misplay there. It doesn't actually end up mattering that much, though, because Lord just immediately finds the stock anyway.
That's fine. I'll take it. You're staying alive and gets a grab. Nice string. And it able to get that chase down, but the falling nair, wow. It actually was able to kind of get that reversal going. And the strong on that shield, that's going to lead to a punish, but not the biggest amount of hits, but they're quickly, finally stacking CyberX.
That they are. So much damage here. And it's scary. Like, I feel like Magma's already back at kill percent.
Yeah. And keep in mind, those drills are going to stop that side B from going any further. Oh, that's a huge stock.
Yeah, just like that. This is Lord's game to win right now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
you're dead. That's
man. It's a very tragic ending. But
Yeah, that's not how you want it to go down, but that's the power of Galvan.
Yeah,